places in Oklahoma. Face your fears and uncover 10 locations that are persistently rumored to be some of the most haunted places in the state of Oklahoma. There are no fairy tales here, only ghost hunts and real-life stories of murder, suicide, greed, and insanity. Cherokee Strip Museum, Alva. Cherokee Strip Museum is one of Oklahoma's scariest and haunted places, located close to an area known as No Man's Land. Hospital turned museum. This building has seen its shares of death since it was completed in 1932. The patients of botched surgeries are said to lurk even today. Visitors have reported uncomfortable feeling or being watched, mysterious blood spots on the floor, strange lights, and shadows moving around in the building at night. Stone Lion Inn, Bed and Breakfast, Guthrie. Stone Lion Inn Bed and Breakfast was the home of Mr. and Mrs. Houghton and their 12 children back in 1920s. One day, their 8-year-old child, Augusta, became ill and died after a nurse overdosed her with cough syrup containing opium. Even today, patrons reported seeing a childlike figure running and listening to noisy children jumping up and down on the beds. Gilcrease Museum, Tulsa. Gilcrease Museum is reportedly haunted by Thomas Gilcrease, a multimillionaire oil baron and art collector. He is often spotted wandering the grounds of his original rock house, referred to as Tom's Place, during his lifetime. Visitors claim to see ghosts of several Native American children running throughout the gardens, as the original house was once used as orphanage. Fort Washita, Historic Site and Museum, Durant. Fort Washita is claimed to be haunted by a strong-willed female ghost named Aunt Jane. Built in 1842, Fort Washita was home of Aunt Jane until she was murdered by roving thieves. Thieves beheaded Aunt Jane and her remains were scattered and buried on Fort Washita. In the early 20th century, a spirit allegedly possessed a child named Molly Stelcup, who lived near the fort and threatened to cut off all of the child's hair. Dead Women Crossing, Weatherford. Dead Women Crossing allegedly has paranormal activities, including a mysterious blue light that originates in the creek and spectral woman crying for her baby around the area. Local legend claims that Mrs. James's restless spirit haunts the road around the rear creek, calling out for her baby daughter. Historic Fort Reno, El Reno. Established in 1874, historic Fort Reno has been a fort, remount depot, and German prisoner of war camp during World War II. Although no specific spirits has been identified, visitors reported strange things including faces in the windows, cold spots, footsteps, slamming doors, water faucets turning on by themselves, and mysterious orbs showing up in photographs. Skirvin Hotel, Oklahoma City. Patrons at Skirvin Hotel reported the scariest noises coming from the 10th floor. As per legend, the original owner back in the past had an affair with a maid who became pregnant. To prevent a scandal, he locked her in a room on the 10th floor. And after she had the baby, she jumped from the 10th floor and killing them both. According to visitors, one can hear crying babies, things seemingly being moved around by themselves. Constantine Theatre, Pawhuska. Constantine Theatre is said to be haunted by the ghost of a beautiful young woman in a button-down dress and Constantine host, a former 1900s actor named Enrico Caruso. Few identified her as a Sappho Constantine Brown, the daughter of George Constantine. Patrons have reported heart-stopping paranormal experiences here. The theater's haunting date back to 1905 when the newspaper documented a ghost sighting on the stage during a performance. Poncan Theatre, Ponca City. Patrons reported the strange occurrence at Poncan Theatre, including apparitions that suddenly disappear, disembodied footsteps, and the sound of Native American drums. Visitors felt a mysterious hot spots in the wall. There is also a stain on the ceiling that reassembles blood, and it has been reported that it mysteriously reappears after being scrubbed clean and painted over. Masonic Boys' Home, Guthrie. Masonic Boys' Home used to be an orphanage where up to 100 children lived. The basement of this 19th orphanage is allegedly where an evil headmistress murdered several of orphan boys. The ghost of an orphanage staff member who committed suicide is said to be haunt the building's bell tower. Visitors have witnessed a woman walking down the main hallway, the ghost of a scared little girl, and the sounds of children crying and screaming.
Please like, comment, and share this video, and subscribe our channel. Press bell icon to see updates on our latest videos.